Hi, Joanne. Oops, you might be muted.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We have a reveal happening today, so I'm hiding my finished product.
Okay, very good.
Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
You're outside again. How wonderful.
Yes, I am on the property.
Oh, are you really? Beautiful trees.
So I wanted to get up here this morning because I had some stuff I had to do, clear some of the junk out of here. So I thought, well, I'll come up and I'll do our little thing and then I can get to work.
Oh, so exciting. Yay. Good for you. You're making great progress. It sure is beautiful.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. You got to see my view, but I'll hold that till everybody else is on.
Okay, awesome. And we have a new friend today. Joanne is joining us.
Hi, Joanne.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dara. How are you? Oh, you're still muted.
There we go.
Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Dara. We can hear you now. We have a new friend. Joanne is joining us today.
Hi, Joanna.
Hi.
I think I know you.
I'm right now I'm living in Rhode Island. Does that?
Not
Surprisingly not.
Massachusetts.
I
Not
was.
Massachusetts.
I was living in Massachusetts.
And you're a member of the Sewing Guild?
Yes.
Yeah, we used to meet in
Oh,
Burlington.
I see you. Oh my gosh, yes, now I can tell.
Hi.
When you talked.
So you're far away from us now.
Yeah, I moved. My husband retired, so we ended up moving to Rhode Island.
Oh, well, enjoy it.
Well, thank you. Still part of the Sewing Guild, but there's no
Good.
there's no neighborhood groups in Rhode Island. So,
Oh,
and Massachusetts won't let us in. So,
oh really?
well, no, I
I
mean
won't.
with COVID.
I won't tell.
Yeah.
Are you making progress, Cheryl?
With taking a shower. I haven't done much on it, no. I had a painting class last night and then nothing this morning. So are we gonna see your, oh good.
Yes, I promise I have clothes on under here. I'm just waiting to see if Suzette makes it because I know she's going to be modeling hers too.
Oh,
And then
good.
hopefully Elaine too can come.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give them a few minutes. Casey's on her
Yeah.
property, Cheryl.
Is this your outerwear or is this
Oh,
something
really?
else?
Yes, this is the outerwear that I chose to make. It was a kimono.
Oh, you already finished it. Oh my goodness.
It was so easy. Now Casey's working on a much more complex project.
Okay.
Do you all want to give Joanne a little update on what you're working on?
Well, actually, I've been listening. I've seen some of your taped sessions. So I've seen
Oh,
a lot of what you've done, and I see the patterns that have been posted, and I
Excellent.
posted mine. And
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Tell us what you're going to work on, Joanne, because I don't think I've seen your post yet.
I just did it this morning. Well, it's not a pattern. It's actually from a jacket that I loved that was really falling apart in the back in particular. So you won't see it, but this is the jacket. Whoops, let's see.
Yep.
I'm not sure if
Oh,
that
gorgeous.
shows. That's the jacket.
right, yeah.
Okay. So it has some faux flaps at the top and a zipper there, and then there's some welt pockets on the side. So I'm right now still undoing the jacket. I've got most of it done. I just have to really just cut some pieces in half for the fold and just to finish it off. And then I can start laying out.
Oh, good.
And Casey is doing the same thing with her
fabric?
favorite jacket as well.
Mm.
Yeah, and I just found out why this jacket fits me so well. yesterday after I got off the call, I went back to try and finish doing the lining, and I was having trouble with the back and things weren't lining up. I remeasured and I realized that the back left of the jacket is smaller than the back right of the jacket.
Oh.
And that matches up perfectly with my scoliosis.
Oh,
Fascinating.
wow.
So it just means I have to make a few more pattern pieces and I will have again the perfect coat.
Ah.
I mean,
Isn't
the
that
right,
neat?
yeah, the right side is a good 1/2 inch wider at the yoke and on the hip.
Huh.
So it's perfect.
It is, and they obviously that wasn't intentional. And
You made it that way or bought it that way?
I bought it that way. I have a theory that the reason I find clothes that fit me on the sale rack is because they're not sewn correctly or they weren't cut correctly. And that's why they're on the sale rack, because everybody who's that normal size puts it on and says, and they put it back. And so it ends up on the sale rack. I have gotten jackets where the sleeves are long enough. And other, it's just like, well, obviously it wasn't cut properly because everyone else kept putting it back.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you figured that out.
Yeah.
Me too,
Right?
before I
Because
cut it, because I had the smaller size mapped out. If I had done that, then the whole thing would have been too small.
Oh.
yeah, and you would have wondered what went wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Do you guys want to see what I made? And then everybody else can
Yes.
share. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, here comes Doreen. I was hoping that Suzette will join us. Okay.
I is here.
Oh, how cute.
Hello.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, there it is.
Very
Oh,
nice.
that is gorgeous.
It was really fun to make, and I would like to make it, you know, a wild one out of all different, like block. I think that's what they call it. The block colors. All
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't attempt to iron this fabric at all. Do you think I could have?
Doesn't look
What is
like
it
it
again?
needs it.
What type of fabric is it again? What type
It's
of
like
fabric?
a polyester crepe. I felt like it could
Well,
squirt.
does it need it?
No, I'm just saying when I was sewing it, you know, like everything I
yeah.
just did by hand.
Oh,
and
yeah.
went
Finger press.
yeah, because I was afraid it would scorch. So it would have been even easier to sew if I could have ironed it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just take a little scrap and you test it. So you need to be at a lower setting on your iron, and you probably need some kind of press cloth to avoid getting that melty look. And a lot of fabrics like
Get
that.
that shiny look. Yeah.
Yeah, I only iron from the back, like the side that's never going to show, because sometimes if it's got a little texture, if it's crepe, you don't want to take away the texture.
Yeah.
But just test a scrap, and
Yeah.
then you'll know what you can and can't do with it.
And to Dora's point, I pretty much use a pressing cloth on everything.
Oh,
I do
just-
too.
Mhm.
Just to not be disappointed.
And I have this new item that I got. Let me show you.
Yeah, we're gonna almost have the same thing.
Did you get this fabric?
No, not the fabric. Remember you told me the pattern?
Yeah.
Did you do see?
This is what I use
I'll tell
now.
you what happened. Hang on,
Oh,
let's see what
Oh,
Cheryl
yeah.
has, and then Sally, I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
See what I use to press with now?
And you
And you
put
can
that
kind of
on
see what you're,
top of the fabric, Cheryl?
yeah. Or they sell Teflon sheets. That's another one. But this one, you can kind of see through it. Plus it has holes. It's like a plastic screening. So the steam will go through for some of your fabrics.
it's very stiff.
It's by Bone Ash,
Mhm.
which is well known.
I guess I didn't expect it to be that stiff. It's like a real sheet, right? I mean, it's not foldable. It's not like a cloth.
No,
That's
No,
different.
it's-
I've never seen that.
Do you ever have to clean that, Cheryl?
I never have had to, no.
Oh, neat. neat.
How long? Oh, how long have you used it?
Pardon?
How long have you been using it? For a
About
while?
a year. Yeah, I just bought it last September, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly a year then. Very cool. Thank you, Cheryl. So Sally, here's what happened. You know, every mistake is a learning opportunity. So I had the back, which was supposed to be longer, a lot longer, up on the table, which is not as long as the pattern piece, right? So some of the fabric is drooping over. And so I'm taking a good, generous 4 extra inches, right, in this cut so I can slip this up. No, I could have used another 3 inches. And so I'm like, oh, well, what am I going to do with this? So I just angled it and made it shorter. Thankfully, it still fits, but the side is different than in the pattern. So now it's just a very, what would you call this, Casey? It's not a V, but it's, you probably can't even see it like that.
Kind of like a shirt tail hem where you just make that arc
Oh,
around
yeah.
the side seam.
Yeah, it's not much at all. It's just a really, and I got so crazy lucky with having enough fabric for the hem too. So thankfully I didn't waste, but do not attempt to move your pattern and think you have enough fabric, because even if it looks like it is, I was way off. Yeah.
So go like this. Go like this with your hand. Oh, okay. So it isn't. So it isn't. You do have the regular arms.
Yeah, I have the arm. It's just not the length.
Oh, okay. Because I know the other one that you originally saying you were gonna do had the. Remember you were saying you were gonna have the big arms.
The bat one.
Yeah, the bad
Oh,
arms.
yeah.
Yeah, no, Suzette didn't like that one.
Oh, okay.
This is the one that she wanted, but I ended up more with the one that, funny enough, I didn't want, but
Right.
the fit is okay. I don't mind.
I don't think you're gonna notice anything because that pattern of what you've made, it's not gonna be, because I'm just noticing the lady off to the far left. I mean, she's just, you can see the angle like that.
Yours doesn't even look like that
Right,
because of the fabric you used in the print.
right.
It's really,
Right.
You're
yours
just
is
fine.
really beautiful.
That's how much I was off. I should have had that big veil.
Ah,
I didn't even realize that's the one you guys were doing. That's the same one. That's the same one that I'm doing. But I just increased the length.
Okay.
Remember, I wanted a little longer, so I
Yeah.
increased the length.
And I am going to make several more of these. So I will play with the length on
Yeah.
the back for sure, because I think you could have a lot of fun with that. But it was a piece of cake. Are you very far into the project yet, Sally?
Yes, I'm actually going around around the sides.
Nice.
I can show it whenever it's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Oh. Okay, wait 1 second. Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
let me get another pillow.
Here's mine.
I'm so proud of her. This is her first garment ever.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, Sally, that is stunning.
This side.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Very
isn't that
pretty.
beautiful?
Very nice.
mm.
Wow. Let's see the length on it in the back.
Oh, you want me to try it on?
Yeah, if you won't poke yourself, don't get a poke. That won't be fun.
That's part of sewing.
For sure.
Oh
That's
yeah,
real-
you have lots of wonderful length.
Comes all the way down.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want to make a long one like that. Very nice.
Me too.
Very pretty. Very, very pretty.
So I wanted to be able to like wear leggings with it. Like
Yeah.
clothes like this.
Yeah.
This is the small, and it's like really, really big on me. So I probably should have went Wait, is this? Yeah, this is a small. So I was thinking I probably.
It's a style though.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be so. I didn't realize it was going to be so.
Very
Really?
loose.
And it might have been the way I sold it too, because I think I might have went. I might not have done the 5/8, because I think I might be used to doing like the quarter, or you know, we do the 3/8 a lot of times. Might have not have done the still allowance is big, because I think everything looks a lot bigger than, you know.
Oh, it does look kind of big. It does.
But actually, I wanted it to look more like a robe, because this is like a flannel, and it's really soft.
Oh, it is a flannel.
Doesn't
Yeah,
even look like a
Good
flannel.
idea.
yeah.
It looks silky.
It does.
Really,
It
it's really
does.
soft and cozy.
That is, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I bet it's just comfy.
Yeah, I wanted it to be. I was surprised how nicely it came together. Came together really nice. So yeah, really.
Are you glad you tried, Sally?
Oh yes, yes. I couldn't believe how nicely it came together. I was like, oh.
I know, right? I'm so proud of you for trying, because you were like, last week when they were like, "Are you matching the stripes? Where is Kim?" There she is. Kim goes, "Are you matching the stripes?"
I don't know when I'll ever try those stripes.
It was so fun. Nice work, Sally. I love it. And I did the medium, and have tons of room too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I said I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll did you do 5/8 inch of the seam allowance?
I tried to, but I believe I was in the same situation as you.
Yeah.
I'm just so trained to line the foot up at the edge that I would have to work on it.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I guess, but I mean, you guys were saying that we should use cotton, and cotton wouldn't have felt right on my skin for this type of thing. So I couldn't find anything that was pure cotton that I would have really liked. So.
So your flannel's not cotton?
No, it's
It's cotton.
it is, but it's like not. I'm talking about like.
Does it have some polyester in it?
Yeah, I'm talking about the kind that we sew our bags with.
Oh, so it's not a
Well,
fabric.
cotton.
When I think cotton, I think our bags.
Yeah.
That's what I think when I
I
say
see.
Flannel usually is cotton or a cotton polyester.
right. I'm thinking like straight cotton that we sew our bags with.
Right.
And the art gallery fabrics are really soft and wonderful cotton.
Oh,
So if you like the colors in the quilt cotton, Sally, look at the art gallery fabrics. I think it
I've
would
never
work.
heard of the art gallery fabrics.
Oh gosh, you should go to their blog. They
Oh,
are
I'll write that
talented.
down.
Yeah, it's a husband and wife team down in Florida, and they just have a lot of great information out there. Cheryl, if you like color, I'm sure you do. They're like a color festival.
Oh, good. I love color.
Okay, so let's see. Joanne got to tell us about her project. Do you just want to introduce yourself, Joanne, since everybody hasn't had a chance to meet you yet?
Sure. Hi, I'm Joanne. I'm from Rhode Island. Was in Massachusetts for a long time. I've been in sewing for over 40 years, and used to teach 4-H members, which I miss, but have taught a lot of kids to sew, and enjoy it, but haven't had a group to really connect with like this for a while. So I was happy that somebody mentioned this. And
Well, welcome. Did you find the schedule okay, Joanne, so you know when we meet?
it looks like for this group, it's Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So I did connect at the right time, which was good because I'm 2 hours difference than you.
Well, and I'm on the East Coast, so you and I are on the same
Okay.
time zone. And I'll let everybody else tell you where they are too, so you have some orientation with the group members as well. So right now we are working on outerwear. So I think we'll hang on for a couple more weeks on this project while the rest of you work on yours. And then we're going to take on pants. Do you have any interest in sewing pants, Joanne?
I love sewing everything, so pants are great.
All right, wonderful. Okay, let everybody just tell you real quick where they're from, and then we'll get back to sharing our projects. Casey, do you want to go first?
Sure. I am currently from Prescott, Arizona, and we're on the property today, and this is going to be where our house is going to be.
Oh,
Oh, pretty.
Nice.
gorgeous.
I was originally in Connecticut, and my husband is from out here, so we're coming back. We both retired, and so now we're coming back to spend the next 30 some odd years out here. So, and I've been sewing since I was probably 7 years old. So it's a while.
Oh, Casey,
How
that's awesome. And Casey is also, I don't know if you caught that, Joanne, making her own jacket too. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can exchange tips and share your wisdom with all of us for the day when we finally get brave enough to sew a jacket. All right, Dara, do you want to tell us where you are and then give us an update? You're making an awesome jacket too.
Well, I'm in Cary, North Carolina, which is near Raleigh, originally from Pennsylvania, but I've lived all over. And I've been sewing for 45 years at least. We don't have to go into any more detail than that. And my project, I am working on some people will call it a muslin, but I make a complete project when I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, if I'm gonna like the fit. I do everything start to finish. So I'm working on, I decided to try this Berta pattern where it doesn't have the separate cuffs, like you just fold up the bottom of the sleeve and that's how you get where the elastic goes at the cuff. Never made a bomber like that before, not sure I'm gonna love it. And it also has a two-piece sleeve where it's seamed right along here. And a lot of patterns for those. Sometimes it's like having a dart that's in the wrong place. Sometimes that shoulder curve isn't right. Weird, empty fullness in the wrong place. So I have some plain black stretch, which has kind of like a pebbled crepe finish on top. And then because I'm doing my other fabric with ITY as my lining, I have a ITY that I've had in my stash for years that I thought I would make a dress out of, but you can really see through it. And I don't want to have to line an ITY dress for the summer. So I'm going to finally use it for jacket lining.
Oh, what a great idea.
That would be cool looking.
Hopefully this is going to work because this is like I went with my good fabric that I don't want to cut until I'm sure I'm ready to cut it. Plan A didn't work, plan B didn't work, plan C didn't work. I must be on like plan H right now. I thought I could quilt the knit because I've seen lots of people quilting knits together and it seems so easy. Put two knits together and sew on the diagonal. How could it be wrong? And when I tried it on my spoonflower knit, they really print that right on the top surface. It's not the same quality as like this kind of printed knit where it somehow goes into the layer better. And when, no matter what kind of needle I use, when I try and quilt on that spoonflower fabric, I get like a mar. You can see the white. If it had a white background, it would probably be okay, but doesn't matter. I've tried lots of different combinations of thread and needles and finally decided that is not a viable option to quilt a spoonflower sport lycra. So giving that up. I'm just gonna make it 2 layers and it'll probably be thick enough, but now I have to get the pattern worked out.
Do you happen to have your spoonflower fabric right there?
No, it's upstairs. I can run and get it, but
No, I don't want to send you.
yeah.
I don't want to send you running.
Andrea, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to go. I have a doctor appointment. I'll see you all on Friday.
Okay, good luck,
Okay.
Cheryl. I'm sorry we
Bye.
didn't visit. Bye-bye. I have to remember to ask people in the beginning if they have to go. Just for in the future, if you all ever have to go early, just shout out in the beginning. Okay? I would have loved to get an update from her. Okay, all right. Well, kudos to you for your persistence, Dara. You're not giving up till you get the answer you're looking for, right?
When you want to sew something interesting, it takes, like, sometimes you just got to keep going until you find the right thing.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
easier when you have time. It's hard when you have a deadline, but when you have time, you just put it aside and think about it, and then maybe a new idea will come to you.
Yeah, that's what happened to Kim. Kim and her.
Yeah.
Kim and her. Oh, you want to tell us what's going on with your poncho jacket?
I'm done.
You
I'm
done?
done with it.
You done?
Yeah.
Oh
Yep. Yep. I'm all done.
wow!
Oh, wow.
Wow, nice fabric.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so, oh, I love it.
thank
Oh,
you.
I
Yep.
love it.
All finished.
Awesome collar.
Did you put a buttonhole in the fleece?
Yes.
Mhm.
Just
What-
regular on your machine kind of buttonhole?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see it again.
Was the trick, Kim, using the interfacing?
Yes. Yes. I used a heavy interfacing in there. And it worked
Do you
fine.
remember which interfacing, Kim?
It was for embroidery.
Okay.
So it was a tearaway
Nice.
interfacing.
Boy, that's sharp. It's so pretty. But she was saying on the chat last week, super light. So you're probably gonna wear it in the house.
Yeah. It's not really heavy at all. Believe me. It's just one piece of fabric.
Okay.
So it's no lining or anything.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if it's lined.
No, it's not lined at all.
It turned out great.
But the collar's not the same, right?
Nope.
Can I see the inside of the collar?
It's just one piece of fabric. That's all you do is you turn it in.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That's it.
Pretty.
Yeah.
So nice.
Because it caught me off guard because I'm used to having a facing with your collar, and I kept thinking, what am I doing with this? It just didn't make any sense. So
You
now
just
I'm,
kept thinking on it too, right?
yeah, I was thinking a little too hard because I was like, this just didn't make any sense. And so I just had to, I had to sleep on it a lot.
Now that was two different fabrics, right?
Yes.
Okay. And now, okay, I get it. Cause that's like, those look those are perfect. Those two different colors you have, they're absolutely perfect. That's why I said.
Yeah, I just went to Joann's and got coordinating fabrics and put them together.
Man.
Where'd you find the button? It's pretty awesome too.
Clearance section in Joann's.
You bought it all together, Kim? So
No.
you could. Oh, you didn't. You just
I
got
bought
lucky.
the fabrics. I bought the fabrics together. The button, I just saw it and thought it was a pretty button and picked it up.
Yeah, it is indeed. Okay, let's see how Doreen did with the fabric dyeing. Did you get to work?
Yep. But okay, so it's not exciting to look at, but because I'm gonna do it differently. But I just splashed some dye on it and did the process just because I wanted to do the process. But at least I'm seeing that it all worked, and there's variances of. So now what I want to do is to try to do a specific design technique with this now that I know the process is working. Just, because I literally just kind of splattered it about and twisted it a bit and rubber banded it, but I think I know some techniques from before. So, but it worked. I mean, it worked for what I did. And this is kind of the muslin, basically, just seeing if it worked. So I'm happy that it worked. So now it's to do some type of a design. So it's got a little, I think I'm just going to use like a needle even and with thread and kind of use that going through the fabric, do that kind of thing. Do anything that's going to create something cool. So, but that worked and I was happy about it. And it wasn't that difficult. I just boiled up some water and used the salt beforehand and It wasn't difficult. I used whoever hates Martha Stewart.
Yep.
She still worked. She has some good instructions. So
Can I
Now,
see
was that just for the collar?
Yeah, what was that?
this. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is, yeah, hang on one sec. Oh, I see the pattern right here. Hang on. So right now, I'm trying to sew the pockets on, but I gotta get something for my chair because my camera thing is way up high. This is
Like one of those kid seats at the barber shop. You
A
know?
because
booster
that's what I
seat?
was just thinking. Is there kind of a kid seat somewhere? Because I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Walmart.
look on Amazon. Absolutely, there's kid seats.
Yeah, because I'm just going. This is too much
A
work
booster
putting
seat?
pillows on it.
Yeah. But it's for like the dining table.
Yeah, a
and-
bumper thing, whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay, so here is I'm making, the darker colored one. And so if you can see, yeah, I think you can see
Yeah.
the shawl, excuse me, the collar is kind of
The
the
collar?
drapey thing.
It's a cowl neck.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't get the right word. The cowl collar. So, and it kind of goes crisscross, in the center. And so, right now, okay, so the fabric on this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a very ribbed texture. So the ribbing, I'm working on the pocket right now. So I'm doing with the pocket, okay, so the ribbing goes this way. And so I'm doing the ribbing going that way on the pockets, just to see. And then I'll probably put a couple of, if I can find some really cool buttons, try to put some buttons on that. Yeah, but right now I have
So
forgot.
that's the collar.
Huh?
Is that the collar? That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Is that
This is a collar,
okay?
but it's not. This isn't going to actually be the collar, but I'm trying the technique. But yeah, this will eventually, with a different fabric of different, whatever I create. Well, this is a thing for the collar.
Okay.
And then I'll see if this thing shows up on here.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna start next, Kim? Are you gonna wait till we start the pants together?
Oh, see the ribbing?
wow.
Yeah, I think you can see the ribbing a bit.
Yeah, that's really
see it.
clear.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'll
She
have the
said she got
pocket.
black.
The pocket, it's really, I'm trying to remember. I didn't go back to any book to figure out how to do pockets really easily so they're,
Wait,
so
Irene, are you doing green or olive
Yes.
or doing the black?
No,
know.
it's green,
Oh,
but because it's got some flex in it, and it looks to me
That looked really light green.
it's a dark green,
Oh.
but this is so light. This, initially it's such a light color there.
oh, okay.
Without the black, you can see it's kind of a light color.
Oh.
And so I needed something, I don't know what other color to use to mix with it. I think that will.
Mm-hmm.
That'd
be nice.
nice.
I
Yeah.
think that'll work with it.
Yeah,
just
that'd
fine.
be nice.
Yeah. So when I just get some interesting something, but what I'm getting at is the pocket itself. I don't remember if there's some specific technique to get it. I mean, I know the edges. There's a technique I got to make it really crisp on the edges, but just to make the pocket, like this, and to make it squared. I don't know if there's some.
Is Is the problem that your fabric is too shifty? I mean, what's the concern? Okay.
Yeah.
When I do that, I take a piece of onion skin paper or the exam table paper, the really thin paper that people use for pattern making,
Oh,
and I pretend that I'm lining it with that paper, and I sew the paper and the fabric together and then turn it, and then you can press it. So now you've got straight lines on the paper, and then when you're all done, you can carefully remove the paper. It's perforated now and you can just pull it off. But that's how I do it so that it doesn't shift.
but is that paper going to be stiff enough?
Yep. The onion skin is a little bit stiffer. The onion skin's more
Yeah.
stuff that comes on the
a little
yellow roll.
harder.
Yeah. And I do it with knits as well, and they come out perfect every time.
That's a good, thank you. I think I've got a roll of something somewhere, so, okay, good.
Dara.
I'm
Then, just to clarify, Dara, the onion skin paper is a sewing product, or is that another product that you're repurposing?
It's used as tracing paper in pattern drafting and regular drafting. And sometimes you can find it'll be sold on the roll as tracing paper. It does have more body and it holds together better than the exam paper that you buy on Amazon that they would put on a doctor's table. That's a little more flimsy.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. How fun. Okay. So everybody got to share their project. So I think we probably have at least 2 more weeks on outerwear, don't you think? Yeah, and we could take longer if Casey had to jump off because she's at her property to do work if you need. I'd love to start the pants by October though, for sure. But I think I have another pattern here that's outerwear as well. So I'm
I
either
got
gonna
that one.
try. You have this one, Doreen?
Yeah, which one are you thinking of doing?
I really want the hood. So I want a view D there at the top, the plaid, but it has that gorgeous fringe. Do I buy the fabric with the fringe on it, or do I
No.
create the fringe?
Is it made out of fleece? If it's fleece, you cut the fringe.
It looks like it's actually,
You can do it both ways, like she said, with some kind of a fleece, or if you have something,
You can make your
anything
own
like,
fringe.
huh? Yeah,
You can make your own
do,
fringe with the fleece.
if it's got, if it's kind of that fabric that's very, that you can just kind of grab the,
Woven. Like a woven wool or something like that.
very woven, yes, where you can just take it out and you'd make a stitch so you can sew to contain the fabric, and then just grab out, kind of just drag out the woven, heavily woven stuff, if you get that kind of fabric. All depends on.
But you might need to do it separately because it is on a bias. It's on an angle. So to get a woven to fringe well on an angle might be hard. So you might have to actually create the fringe separately.
Depending on how long that fringe is, as you pull away, I can never remember whether you're pulling away the warp or the weft, but as you pull away the fibers, the other fibers are not very strong. Right. So you can't, I fringe stuff sometimes, and about maybe an inch is about all you can do on some before it starts to kind of disintegrate. So that's one of those things where you might want to test your fabric and see what your options are before you invest in the whole package plan of what you're going to do.
And it's easy enough to add fringe. You just, at any place, go back into their notions, whatever area, and there's all kinds of fringes, all kinds of fabric. You just sew it on.
Yeah, it doesn't specify if you wanted to add the fringe, like measurements for that, but I think that might be.
Does it list it on the back under notions that you need to complete the pattern?
Oh, hang on one sec. There you go. Thank you, Dara. Let me see. Yes, it says 3 3/4 yards of 2-inch or 4-inch fringe.
Yep.
That's a lot
There you
of
go.
fringe.
It is. And it can get to be an expensive project.
Yeah. Now, they don't show it with a zipper, but I also think it would be fun with a zipper too. Have you ever
Is
seen
that
a
one a throw on top? Or does it have
It's a
some open?
standard. It's a standard poncho. It does look like it has a little clasp at the hood.
I would want an opening.
Keep it open.
Well, I would want something so that you can get into it because otherwise you're putting it on over your head.
Oh, I was thinking a separating zipper.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So I could make it a little warmer in the front, not have such a draft.
Oh, keep it closed. Yeah.
Yeah, or
That would be
not. You know how ponchos will sometimes fall off the shoulder. Yeah, I wanted to keep it on. So I'll play with that then while you guys are finishing your jackets, and then hopefully Suzette will be here next week to show us her finished kimono. Sally, you're still working on yours. You think you'll be done next week though, perhaps?
Yeah, I should be done next week.
Yeah. Kim, what are you going to work on?
I have another jacket that I'm gonna work on.
Oh,
I'm
good.
working on that one.
Oh, very nice. Do you have your fabric picked out?
Yeah, I showed you guys that's the
Oh, I
body
love it.
That's right. Awesome.
Love it.
and that's the collar.
Mm.
Oh, so fun.
I don't remember seeing that. I love it. I love
Are
it.
you going to match that plaid?
Oh God.
Not these diamonds.
You're gonna
I
match-
No.
I think she's giving you grief, Kim.
I usually end up doing it, but
It's really busy to think about matching it. I usually just try and match like the horizontal lines, like, and not worry about just the basic of it, because you'd have to be the perfect shape to match everything perfectly on the side seam. So
Have you started cutting yet, Kim?
no. I just finished the cape last night, so I haven't did anything on this yet.
Okay, cool. Then you and I will both be working on new projects. And Doreen's
I
gonna
think
finish
I will work on, once I get the pockets done, I mean, really, the dyeing project couldn't get done today because I only have a couple of errands to run today. So I was just looking, I can do, off of this pattern, it's kind of outerwear, but I could do this one really easy. I've got a few of these kind of things, and I'm finding this year because I'm at home, like in the you need something to put on in the mornings because it's just now it's getting so. I wake up and it's not like I wear the same one thing all day. I have to put something on in the mornings, and at night I wear something different. So having something like this to put over things would be nice. I just think would be great.
Is that
where are you? Where do you live that you're already putting things on?
Minnesota.
Ah, you're in Minnesota.
You got it.
Oh.
That explains it. It was beautiful last night. Whenever he gets done with work, because he works upstairs. Whenever he gets done, because he gets so sick of being cooped up in the room in the office, at the closed door. So I hear him, "We're out of here." I can hear him just, "We're out of here." And so we go out. Last night, I actually, for the first time, I had on a full long sleeve knit, type of thing. And it felt good the whole way. I mean, it was cool.
Wow. I'm jealous right now, but I don't want to have anything to do with Minnesota in the wintertime. I don't know how you survive it.
Where do you live again?
I'm in North Carolina now, but I've lived.
Oh, that's too hot in the summer though.
It is way too hot and humid and buggy and
But
yucky.
right now, in the summer, if we could have from spring, from about March until about November, it's gorgeous. It's either hot or a little bit cool. So now,
Mhm.
like
No.
right now is fall. It's just the colors are gonna change on the trees, and it's
I could
just.
care less about them trees changing colors.
Kim.
She doesn't
I
like
want
winter.
I want warmth all the time.
Where are you, Kim?
Indianapolis, and it gets cold. I
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
cold.
I forget where that even is. Is that,
I wish I did.
where is that on the map?
You get plenty of winter in Indianapolis.
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness. You need to go visit Suzette in Florida and get nice and toasty warm down
We
there.
do. We do as much as we can.
What's the bad weather?
A lot of snow.
When?
Oh, all winter, right?
All winter, yeah.
Sweetie.
Oh,
I
look at the
mean, the
puppy.
snow.
Goodness,
Whoa.
gorgeous. Somebody's jealous they're not getting the spotlight.
But okay,
Wow.
Sally, how long did you finished yours, right?
No. Mine is I'll be finished. I'll probably be finished probably today or tomorrow, maybe.
Okay, so you're gonna go on to something else.
Yeah, probably. If I go, I probably have fabric to do something else, but I probably.
Oh, you'll have to go shopping for more fabric.
Well, Sally, now that you're having success with the kimono, do you think you'll have the courage to try the dress?
Oh,
I was actually looking at patterns, and I couldn't. I actually went out and bought this dress with like. I actually went out and bought something, and afterwards, when I brought it home, I was like, "Are you serious? Like something?" You know, like when you like do something and then you like get the courage to do another thing, and I'm like, I can't believe what I like brought this pattern. And I'm thinking it doesn't even say easy to sew on it.
It's okay. It's all right.
You're going to
One
challenge
step.
yourself. You just
One
want to
step
challenge
at a time.
yourself.
Oh, but I was just like, wait,
do you have it nearby?
no.
She has hidden it. So
40 steps on it.
I
have
want
how
to see
much?
it. I want to
40.
see it.
40
Huh?
steps.
Oh my God.
Oh wow!
I gotta
that's a
see
lot
that
of
pattern.
steps.
I opened it and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I want to see that pattern.
It's
Break
upstairs.
it down.
It's upstairs. I didn't even think to bring it down. You know, I walk with a cane and stuff, so it'd be difficult for me to go up and get it. But
Okay.
I'm just like, when I looked at it, I was like, oh Lord, what the heck was I thinking?
Well, go out and get a new pattern then. Get
No,
something.
don't get a new pattern. Just that'll be the one that you do later.
Yes.
When you got a lot of time. It's not one of your projects you do with us. It's the other time. When other times.
It was a vintage dress. So, you know,
Oh.
vintage. I love vintage. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this.
I did a vintage once and it was horrible.
Tell her that.
It was awful. I made it to go to an event. And so I was like, I wanted it to be so cool. The fabric was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But making it was horrible. There's so many pieces. I don't know. They must all be really bad. And no, they don't say easy to sew on them.
I couldn't believe it. It was in the I think it was in the Simplicity book because they have a whole section.
Right.
Vintage. And I was like, whoa, I'm getting this. They had the jacket to go to it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this. Because the patterns were $1.99 last week in Joanne. And I said, it was even McCall or Simplicity, one of them. And I was just like, I'm gonna make this. I couldn't believe it.
Since I have it right here, I just see it. I cut one out. it would be the front of any of the ones that, of the pattern that I just showed you. Okay, so if it's like this, if that's the fabric, I'm wondering if I should dye it something, because it's kind of plain.
What is this for?
What are
Dory?
we talking about now?
Here, sorry,
Oh, the second one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sorry. It's cut out already. I just saw it's, I have it, it's for any of the backs of any of these.
Shh. Shh.
So I'm going, it looks kind of plain. It's very soft, it's very loose. So I'm going, I'm wondering if, number one, maybe I should even, now that I'm looking at it, it's very loose.
It is.
Okay.
What do
I'm
you
wondering-
put underneath of these, Doreen, to be able to wear them?
What?
Like they're so, I mean, we can see right
You can
through
see
it. So like,
through
do
it,
you
yeah.
just, yeah, what do you wear under it? Like a
Well-
camisole or?
Well, it was, I mean, it's meant to be, I'm just wondering if I kind of screwed up on doing this one. Yeah, probably, but I'm looking at it so loose and so thin that I'm looking, number one, if I should maybe even line it.
Oh, that could be fun.
I just thought about that. I could do a lining, a fun, that's a good idea.
If you underline it, is that, it looks like it's got a floral or some kind of pattern on it?
Yeah, you're gonna
Yes,
take away
yes.
that.
Will
Yes.
it highlight it or hide it?
What?
Use
You know,
another
It's gonna
color,
hide the
darker
pattern.
color.
sometimes when you underline something that's translucent, you can see it more. Like you can see more of the pattern. Like if you put a totally different color under there or something.
Like
Yeah.
black, right?
I'm
Yeah,
loving
or-
it. I love it more that the more that I look at it, it's really pretty.
yeah.
So I got to decide. I think I'm going to do this as a next part of this thing. Do another with this and figure out what to do. It'll be a challenge to figure out
Mhm.
what to do with it. And if I want it to be only with one type of a top, maybe, and not as a general, like a sweater type of thing, you know, to just put on with anything. It may be just something that, oh, I got to figure this out.
Okay.
Right.
It's so
That'd be
pretty.
fun
I
for you.
love
But
it.
how do you guys bounce from project to project? Don't you want to finish what you're working on? Joanne, do you keep many things in the works at one time?
I used to. I am trying to be more intent about finishing things now. And just so I do have a shirt in the process that I've started, and I need to do some more adjustments on the fit before I continue it. But I am trying to finish things now. I used to have a lot of projects that were unfinished, which I still have.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want that anymore. I want to really be able to say, I've completed it, this is why I did it, and use it.
So what kind of fitting issues do you have?
What don't I? I've got to change shoulder, I have to change armhole, change waist,
Oh,
change stomach, change all kinds of things. Best way back, lengths of, everything. Yeah.
do you work with a pattern or do you design your own? You work with a pattern.
Well, usually I work with a pattern, but I like the idea of draping more. I did fit myself for a body double for
Oh,
my mannequin. So I have that right now, which of course I lost some weight recently, so I have to readjust some of the padding on it. But I can drape
you
at
did
least.
that? So you got a mannequin of you?
I do. I do.
Is that really helpful? Do you use it a lot?
Well, I just started doing it last year, or through like the fall I had done it. And so it's a new thing that I've finally been able to have something that is more my size currently. I had something before, I had done a body double with, it was like a packing tape kind of thing. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was perfect, but then I lost 40 pounds and I was like, well, that's no good anymore. I'm not gaining back.
That's a, oh,
So then I got trashed because I'm like, well, that's no good anymore. So this is, I can show it to you. It's actually right
yeah,
here.
I'd kind of like to look at it.
Let's see. Which side do I go? I guess this side. Yeah. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So there's, whoops, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a shirt on it and I've got all my markings and things, but
So you
How did you do the fitting for that?
well, I actually had gotten my sizes done last summer. So all my measurements. So I'm still going off of that. But then I bought a DVD from Blueprint by Susie Furrer, and she's wonderful. And she did one on doing the fitting for your mannequin, like trying to get it done. So,
so
I
did you make your own mannequin?
no, well, no, somebody gave me this mannequin, but it was totally not my size. It really was a smaller size. So I had to do a lot of padding to make it my size. I had to change
Okay.
the shoulders and the bust and everything, but it worked. And so I did use some products that I purchased online that had these specific padding things that you can use, like for your hips and whatever to help with that. But then I used a lot of just regular padding, stuffing and things like that as well. I used a variety of
Okay.
kinds of things to do it. So now that I have that, yeah, I am trying to, be able to use that more. And
That would be, I've always wanted one in when I was with the ASG groups more, that we did we tried some project, but whenever the stuff was being wrapped around your whole body, then when it got up to here, I got such a horrible case of claustrophobia.
yeah.
Everybody saw it in my eyes. I just suddenly went, get this off of me.
And it has to
I
be
was
good.
like, oh God, I really went kind of crazy for a moment. I can't do it. I don't know how I would do what you've got. I would love to have one because I would use it.
There is a online, if you go to Bootstrap Patterns, they have a process where you put in lots of measurements and then it prints out a pattern that's close to your size.
Yeah.
And it's specifically for making your own dress form to fit you.
Bootstrap?
Bootstrap.
Okay, so you give them your measurements and they...
You fill it in online. The whole thing is, it's done by software. So you're just plugging your numbers in, and there's two different levels of it. The first level is relatively inexpensive and doesn't give you very good results. And the second level uses way more measurements and costs a little bit more. You get better results, but you're basically buying a pattern. And then I know several people who've done it. You still have to do some fitting because it's not very good on the verticals. So if you're very short-waisted or long-waisted or have a long neck or a strange shoulder slope, after you've gotten the basics, you still need to do some adjustments to make it perfect for you.
Do you have one?
I have not done it yet. There's a woman in my sewing guild who did one. It was absolutely amazing, but it took her, she wanted it to be very, very specific, and she worked on it way longer than I would have. I would have given up before that and said, well, this is as close to me as I'm going to get. But she had it perfect. And in the end,
she must be using it.
Yes, in the end, she stuffed it. And she passed it around at our sewing guild meeting. It was so funny. It was like, here comes this, it's like, oh yeah, it does look just like you. And we're all passing around her body double. But I purchased one, a dress form, and I can't get the shoulders right. And if you don't get the width of your body right, you don't get anywhere with it. And I'm struggling with, I put the clothes I'm making on it and they look nice hanging there, but
that's about all I do. Yeah.
Everything looks good on my dress form because it's just a little bit big. And when I get it on me, it's like, oh, this is too small. It's too tight. It's too constricting. I have to get my dress form to be bigger. And I bought the same thing that you were talking about, Joanne, with the padding. It's 2 layers and it's foam, and you know, you get like some hips and some boobs and some stuff. And I had some extra bits and I tried putting them on the shoulders to make the shoulders wider, but it's still not right.
Oh,
Just add more padding.
It's like I'm gonna have to go around the outside of the shoulders somehow.
Yeah. No,
or-
really,
I don't
that's
know.
what I think you have to do that. That's how you have to do it. You just have to.
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh
I
God.
just think it would be nice to be able to design your own clothes.
It'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
thinking.
doesn't. The mannequin does not help with pants, though. So.
That's the only problem.
Pants, we're all in the same boat. We won't have a mannequin to help.
You
I
can
don't
get a
know
full
why
body. You can get a full body dress form with legs that hangs.
The European. Yeah.
You can buy them out of New York and other places. They're outrageously expensive. They're enormous, and then they're heavy to work with, and you're still going to have to make lots of changes. So for me, I'm not very tall. They're already too big to start with. You can't make it smaller. So you can get dress forms.
Mm.
I would love to have a pants dress form. That would be just amazing. Just amazing.
But as most women, we're always changing our sizes back and forth, so.
Well, with pants, it's hard because you're moving and it changes. The fabric will be changing all the time. And so, and then you look at it and I think you over look at it when you're making it yourself. If it comes up, if you're in the store and you're trying a pair of pants, and if it's okay, I mean, you just have one little blink and you go, oh yeah, I like it, and you're done. But when you make it yourself, I think you overanalyze it.
I took a class with Kenneth King for making pants, where he helps fit you and you make the muslin, and in the end you're supposed to take that home and use that for your base for how to adjust your patterns or make your own patterns. But like you said, the problem is I'm not the same size for more than like 2 or 3 months at a time. I'm like up and down and up and down and up and down always. 5 pounds makes a huge difference in a pair of pants.
Oh yeah.
So it's a struggle.
It's difficult.
All right, ladies.
Okay.
Our time is up today, but if anyone wants to join us on Friday at 3 o'clock Mountain Time, it's Show and Tell, so you can come show off anything that you have to show off. We would love to see you. And then Monday mornings, we meet for a half hour at 7:30 Mountain Time and 9:30 Mountain Time, just for coffee and to talk about whatever you're going to make. And then, next Tuesday, back on Outerwear, same time.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right, thank
Have a
you.
great week.
Bye.
And I'll see you on
Bye.
Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.